So Ethereum has finally broken that $2,000 level. And this happened just one day after the Bitcoin dominance dropped, just as Sheldon the Sniper called it. But what happens next and which coins are going to run? That's exactly what we're going to be doing today. I'm Crypto Man Run, and I come to you many times a day, especially at special times when Sheldon the Sniper tells me that he has an emergency broadcast. And this early morning stream is exactly that. It's an emergency broadcast from Sheldon the Sniper. He actually woke me up, and you can see I'm still very tired. He woke me up and said, listen, get out of bed. We need to do a stream. We need to do a stream right now. So welcome if you are watching. Please tell our friends that we're back and we're back here live. And how you do that is simple. What you do is you smash the like, smash the subscribe, and share. And for those guys who are new to our channel, I want to show you something. First of all, welcome. You've just joined the best crypto channel in the entire world. And we like making you money. That's what we do. We teach you how to make money, and we also help you make money, and we also give you money. And how we give you money is we have the biggest crypto giveaway in the world. It's called the Banter Bags giveaway. And yeah, I know it says $10,000, but it's not exactly $10,000. And I'll tell you why. Because we take that $10,000 and we invest it in pre-market listings. You know, like the pre-market allocations that most people can't get. We get them and we give them to you guys. We put them in what we call the Banter Bags. And up until now, we've made some very cool investments. In fact, we put $1,000 in Unmarshall, and we put $1,000 in, this one actually launches today. ARS launches today. We've got $2,000 of ARS. So why do I think it's going to be such a big giveaway? Well, look at what the value of the bags is right now. We've invested in 6 tokens. You can only see 5 of them here. We took $1,000 allocation and we put it in Unmarshall. We took $1,000 allocation and we put it in ShopX. And you can see that the bags are now worth $150,000. And that's just the beginning. So what happens next? Well, we keep reinvesting and reinvesting. When we get to 250,000 subscribers, we give the Banter Bags to lucky members of the community. Right now, we're running a community vote, whether we should give it to 1 person, 3 people, or 100 people. You guys tell us, we'll do what you want to do. So welcome, hit the like, hit the subscribe, share this video like crazy. When you share this video, you get a double entry. Follow me on Twitter, you get an entry. Follow Sheldon on Twitter, at Sheldon_Sniper. I'm at Crypto Man Run. And let's get on with today's show. Let's get on with the most important stuff, and that is getting our sniper back on the stream. Mr. Sniper, how are you, my friend?
Good morning. Sorry for the early one.
Let's get straight to it. Why are we having such an early stream? I see that Ethereum has broken out.
Yeah, so remember we did speak about Ethereum yesterday. We had the short-term little quick test, quick wick down to the sort of zone. It is possible we can come back there a bit later, but you know, it's time for us to start getting up early. It's time for us to start getting into these markets and start moving to where the money is. So we know in the last week we've given out quite a few alts. I want to go through them today, just very quick. And you know, it's time for us. Remember, we got a HODL portfolio, guys. We got things that we are holding for this bull run, and we are holding for the alt season. But whatever we're trading, we need to know that if these coins are not doing it in a specific time, or they're stopping at a certain point, because we can see it's all shifted to the major alts now. So it's time for us now to start shifting our coins, to start shifting our trading funds, take some profits, and move on to the one that's moving. You can't sit on a coin that's not. You need to sort of have limits, if I could say, especially if you're a trader and you're building these you sort of want to learn how to day trade or week trade. It doesn't matter what sort of trading you're doing. It's just if that coin is not getting where it needs to be just yet, we need to continuously move to where the money is. And that's why it's important to start off early this morning, so that we can sort of get a feel where the market actually is. And our altcoin leader and king of altcoins, Ethereum, is the one that is now giving us the leading indication that we are seriously starting to get bullish in the market. Now, the fact that Ethereum got back above 2,000 is brilliant. After we have had, you know, I would say a month, 2 months of downward cycle. But you see, guys, these coins will always go through their sort of cycle where they're going to go through a bad run. And they go through a bad run, and look how they always recover. Obviously, the main thing that we know once the coin has recovered is us recovering that higher high, that simplicity. When we went up there, we never made the higher high. That's why we got rejected. We came down. The first key sign was we made a higher low. There we made the higher low. what's next? We needed to make the higher high. So Ethereum is really showing us a full reversal on high time frame. Just make that a bit bigger for him. Expect with Ethereum. So obviously that dominance now gets quite tricky. And what's important for everyone to know is when we get these major alts, like the ones yesterday, I don't know if you saw Phantom, all of these ones have been popping since we called yesterday. It's important to get these entries because it gets quite tough to get the entries once these coins are gone, because sometimes they just don't stop. Now, the difference is with Ethereum is chart-wise, and the way things usually happen is we're going to come back down to a sort of test zone. We've broken a resistance. Let's come down and test. And that's usually our key indication to get in the market. But is Ethereum going to smash this all-time high and just not stop? The problem with the all-time high break is the FOMO kicks in. Sometimes we have rejection at those zones. Sometimes it completely just smashes through and it went. Like I remember Chainlink last year when Chainlink was $4, $3. As soon as it smashed that $5 mark, the all-time high mark, we never saw it anywhere near there again. It went all the way to, I think, $20. And that's what happens very quick. So we need to understand that we are at that point where we're going to get in and trading actually becomes a lot easier for us. We're going to get these entries. We're actually going to sit back and we're going to have the right to sit and say, sure, how much is enough now? We're making good 100%. So we're making this. How much is enough for you to then shift and then move? So what I'm expecting from Ethereum is either a pullback, okay, or we're going to smash this all-time high. So if we didn't, I hope you guys did get a little bit of entries yesterday on Ethereum when I did call it. We were early in the zone over here. But if not, I am expecting, weekend, especially a weekend like this weekend, I do expect trading to be a bit slow. And usually Sunday dump day, it's usually these sort of days. Sundays is never a good trading day, guys. So I'm probably expecting a pullback sometime this weekend. And if we can get Ethereum back between, let's just mark it up there, 1,834 to 1,876. It's a really good buy on Ethereum. We'll actually be lucky to be getting that buy again. Otherwise, the all-time high break anywhere in this region is going to be good. Obviously, just knowing the risk that we mustn't come back into this pennant, we mustn't come back into the resistance. So still, like we said yesterday, the 1,750 mark is definitely my stop loss area for Ethereum. We don't want to reverse. We don't want to come back into these sort of zones. So stop loss just under the 1,750 zone is good. And anywhere between basically the 1,800 and the 1,900 is a good zone for us to stock up. But just know at any point we can smash that all-time high. So we should all have a lot of ETH in our portfolio. So this is good that we are just starting to see that the leader of alts are finally breaking through. So it's exciting. That's really exciting where we're sitting.
You can never have enough Bitcoin and you can never have enough Ethereum. I mean, there's just no way that you can get into a position where you have enough Bitcoin or Ethereum. All right, let's look at the Bitcoin dominance chart because I'm interested to see how we've progressed from yesterday's breakdown.
Well, you see, it's just going to continue now. It was such an important, that's why I spoke about it so much last week. It's so important that we broke that support because look how it now just continues. I'm expecting this, guy. I'm really expecting the strong aggressive move down in dominance. You see these sort of strong moves that we get. It's called the impulse wave. And that's exactly what I am seeing us pull down. We are getting really strong. We've broken a key zone. So I see that strong wave going all the way down, like I said, to that 57. Maybe a bit of support there, a bit of a bounce back, but then I'm hoping we smash it. Then we're going to be into something. That's when we see Ethereum go to $3,000-$4,000. I'm telling you, when we break these levels is where we see massive. But for now, we can already see it's been just over 1% now that we've had a drop in the dominance. And look what it's doing to the alts. Let's quickly have a look to see where we're sitting with a lot of these alts. Last hour, look how these coins are performing in the last hour. And if we look at the day, you can see how the market is coming to life. So just that little drop there so far. So what's exciting is we still got quite a good way to go. Even until the next support, you're still looking at least 3%. So we're looking at a good time with these major alts and where we're sitting with a lot of the alts at the moment. So that's looking really good. Bitcoin's looking good.
I have a theory. So, this is Easter weekend. I mean, we've decided to do some broadcasts on Easter weekend because money never sleeps. But a lot of the markets around the world are closed. And people are going to be at home. And what do people do when they're at home? They get itchy fingers. They start trading. We see this with most holidays. So we could actually get a nice pump this weekend because of Easter weekend. I know we should all be spending time with our family and our loved ones, but I know how these degens work. If the stock markets are closed and they're not at work, what do? They come and trade alts. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get a Bitcoin dominance drop again this weekend. But let's see if I'm right.
Well, they like to hit you when you least expect it. So I won't be surprised either at all. The market's hot. When it's hot, they can't let the momentum just stop. They can't.
Yeah.
They got to keep it up so that we can keep going. Remember, it's all about momentum and keeping sort of that same momentum as we move. So just a quick one on Bitcoin, the higher high, guys.
1 second. We have Jürgen Hayes who says, smash those like. Only 50% of people loving the content. There's 2,146 people watching the stream. I'm going to tell you in a second how many of them like the content. Only 1,000 like those like. Only 50% of only 1,000 like the content. So we're definitely doing something wrong. Come on, guys, give us some love. At the same time, by giving us love, what you're actually doing is you're giving yourself a chance to win in the Banter Bags competition. How else would you be able to get your hands onto a share of what I think will be worth $2 million or more? And I'm proving it to you. The bags are already worth $160,000. We've only had 2 of our tokens mature. Only 2. This is the easiest way to make money in crypto. There isn't an easier way. All right, let's go. What are we looking at, Sheldon? Bitcoin.
Yeah, so the main thing I just wanted to highlight here is you see we've been fighting this sort of, we had the drop the other day and we've been fighting this sort of zone, which was this previous high. The fact that we have gotten a higher high now is brilliant from Bitcoin. That's all that we needed. There can be a small little retracement back down, maybe even back down to these zones again. And that's possibly when we can get that Ethereum entry again. But the main thing is securing that. So end of the day, this possibly just looks like a bigger sort of inverse head and shoulders, where we're just playing left, something like that could play out, that can possibly play out. The main thing is we got that higher high. So the reverse is on for now. Now we just want to make the higher low. We'll update as we go, but Bitcoin is looking healthy. That's the main thing. Dominance is dropping ridiculous, which is good. And our king of alts are looking really good. So the ones that we quickly spoke about yesterday, and one that you still have an opportunity to get, is Chainlink. Chainlink is still hovering in the zone, which is good. Ethereum is the one that's leading by example first. So that's great. As long as we know the alt market's starting to turn, that's good. It means we can start stocking up. So the only thing that we haven't gotten yet is a higher high. So I'm expecting that in the next day or two, that Chainlink is going to try and it's going to attempt to push upwards. Otherwise, we're going to hover a little bit in the zone. But still, anywhere between 28.8 and $30 for Chainlink is a good buy, guys. I am very excited for this coin. Chainlink, I see massive gains still. Remember what I said yesterday? I can see this coin going to $60 to $73 as the next target. Let's first get the buy in. Once we got the buy, and let me just mark here, and a stop loss, guys. A stop loss will be sitting at $26. $26 for Chainlink, because we just don't want to reverse. We don't want to come back in this. Otherwise, the fake out. So we want to hold that level. So 28.8 to $30 is my buy zone, and $26 is my stop loss for Chainlink. But this one's exciting. Don't miss out on that one, guys. Let's have a look at the...
Noticed a trend this morning. I noticed that since Ethereum started running, the smart contract platform started running. So BNB, which is the proxy token for the BINANCE smart chain, started running.
It's done very well.
EGLD is running. It looks like the next run, even EOS is running. It looks like the smart contract platforms are running. Guys, keep an eye on those smart contract platforms. If
and I'll be charting my side, definitely.
Yes. This is a smart contract graph platform, or decentralized direct cyclical graph platform, a DAG, and that was our token of the month, Phantom. You said yesterday we just called it 1 month too soon, and you said it's going to break out. And if I look at what happened, it broke out exactly as you said.
Yeah, so it's doing really good. So it's still going to maybe hover a little bit here just for today, but we're looking good. At the end of the day, all that we've basically formed is very simple, is your cup and handle. So that's cool. There's your cup, there's your handle, and then we get the breakouts. So it's a very common good breakout, and it's looking very healthy. The only main thing that I do want to see of this is for us to just get that higher high. Let's secure that higher high. If we don't secure that higher high, it just means it's going to hover a bit more into the zone. So it's just going to come down, hover a bit more. But you know what? The main thing is we have broken the key resistance, and we broke that high, which is good for reversal. We've made a higher high, there's your low, and we've made a higher low.
What level are you looking for that higher high? What level would that be?
What level? It's just off the previous. So you can see previously that when we were trailing downwards, we were making, so if I just go back there, we were making a high, lower high, you see.
You said you're looking for it to break the high from yesterday. You see, you've got
Yes,
that
yes,
little.
yes. So remember, so what we were doing previously, we were trailing lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. Now the first time we made a higher high. Now we need to continue that. So it means that this next push now, we got to make a higher high, make a higher low, make a higher high. It's got to keep moving in that now. Now that it's showing us a reversal, it's got to keep that reversal. It's got to keep that momentum. So we finally made a higher high. So let's keep making higher highs. Let's keep making higher lows. And that will give us the key indication. It's a very nice little trick for you to learn as a trader. Just the simplicity of higher highs and higher lows. It'll protect you a lot in the
So
market.
people are asking now, can we still buy Phantom? Sheldon's
In the
buy
buy
zone,
zone.
in the buy zone, and which is about 41 to 43.
Yeah, exactly there. So 41 to 43 is the good buy zone for Phantom. Yes,
Okay,
definitely.
put in your bids, guys. Put in your bids.
This was accumulation, guys. This is prepping for the next move, and we broke to the upward side. So that's looking good. Quick one on Coty, because I know the guys, we are there. Remember what we said yesterday? Coty's going to come more down, and it's going to come down into the zone. And you can see we're already starting to lose steam. How do we know when we're losing steam? Is when these candles, you're starting to get all these wicks. You can see how it's starting to slow down. We had a very aggressive move downwards, but now it's fighting here. And the candles are slowing down. And I know that if I have a look, 4 hours stochastic is right at the bottom, which is good. We have bullish divergence, which is good. So there's a lot of things forming now. So remember on Coty, guys, this was the zone that I was saying. I don't think we're going to come much lower than that, but anywhere between the 40 cents and where we basically are now, the 42 cents, this is good for Coty. Because bigger picture, when we break that, I think we'll break that resistance on the next run. I'm looking at the 73 to the 81 as the first target after that run, and then a retracement back down to test. So Coty is still looking really good in the zone, and it's pulled back perfectly to where we wanted it, and we got a nice, strong bullish divergence. So Coty is looking really good between 40 and 42 cents. Quick one on.
Okay, I need you to do. Okay, let's do Bitcoin Cash, and then I want you to do VTHO because a lot of people.
No problem. No problem.
Bit worried about that call. Even though you said take profits and we're going to buy those coins back cheaper, I want to quickly just make sure that everybody's on the same page. We have to make sure that our community don't lose money. Sheldon, we have 280 days before the entire community has to retire. So we have a
exactly. But you know what's lovely about this run is every single time, every single trader is going to go through the two. It's going to go through the easy money, and they're going to go through one that went a little bit south. And I'm going to teach both skills. The second skill, what we're going to do, remember what I said on 2 days ago, stick with me at VTHO, trade with me at VTHO in the next month, and I'm telling you it's going to be bigger than all of these easier coins that we have in. The gains are going to be bigger. I'm going to teach you guys a skill that is crazy. We need to just stick with us together, and I'm here with you, and we're going to make that trade work. So quick one on Bitcoin Cash. The higher high is great. It will probably pull back to come test again. So still stock up on this one, guys. Between $500 and $540 is a really still good buy for Bitcoin Cash. Remember, my targets are still looking at the 990 to 1,100. So this is a good hold for major alt for the next week or so. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, VTHO. So what I did call yesterday was, remember, guys, the Twitter is important. I'm continuously updating when I can so that we can learn on how these things, but it hasn't reversed yet. So I put the stop loss yesterday and I said everyone must stop out. Okay, so everyone should have stopped out in that zone. If not, and you're still holding in the zone, guys, what happened with Ethereum? Ethereum went through a dump and it went all the way down to 1,400. It's now 2,000 2 weeks later. Like, we got to understand the market that we are trading in as well. If you are going to sell out now and you're in a loss, it has to be for a reason. We got to buy more coins. Otherwise, by next week, we are back at 19. And what would have been the point of selling? This, end of the day, this is looking as the big term. Let's just mark this here as this.
Wow. Okay. I mean, that could be a massive head and shoulders.
Exactly that. We are just trailing it down. When do we know that we're going to have the reversal of that head and shoulders? When we break that trend. But the goal was now is I'm tracking the momentum down. Was for us to get stopped at that zone. If you didn't, it's fine. Hold out now, and I'm going to show you another area on where we're going to farm, and that's when we're going to reverse this. I'll show you how we're going to farm back again. That's fine. Just don't sell out or stop out if you don't know when you are buying back into this coin or when you. So what I'm doing now is we got stopped. We're now going to trail our way down. I've made a buyback zone for us to be buying back the coins that we made. Remember what I said, it doesn't matter where we entered in the market. Let me just make it bigger. Doesn't matter if you entered in the top zone, which put you at a loss there, okay, where that was to stop. So if we entered the top to the stop loss was at 20%, okay, then what I said is if we get stopped, we're going to buy back in this zone, which is between a 16 and a 25%. I think it's going to hit the bottom of the zone, which means that you're going to shift that entry of yours right from the top. If you took it at the top, the first guys took it at 17, which is good. So the guys that are sitting in the first one, so let me do the two scenarios. So if I drop that down by 25%, we're going to end up dropping this entry. We are going to...
Oh, we are losing Sheldon. I hope we got some... Sheldon, are you with us? Sheldon. Okay, let's see. While we're trying to get Sheldon back, guys, smash those likes and smash those subscribes, because that is what gets you entered into the Banter Bags competition. And that's really the best place where you guys can make money today or any day. Just smash the like, smash the subscribe, and you get to win your share of the Banter Bags, which is right now, as I said to you guys, valued at over $150,000. I mean, that's what the Banter Bags look like at the moment. Let's see if we can get Sheldon back. Sheldon. Looks like Sheldon's lost his stream, but I'm sure he will log on. Also, if you are watching now, remember that today at 10 a.m. EST, today's Friday. What do we do on Fridays? On Fridays, we banter. Today, we've got a massive banter. We've got our friends, Mr. Biz. We've got Coach K. We've got everybody coming onto our stream later today. That's going to be a massive show, as always. Also, I'm going to be looking at the trends that you should be entering into in this next altcoin market, because it looks like the market is really moving in trends. I don't know if you guys saw, but you had file storage. So Filecoin made a massive run. And when Filecoin made a massive run, we've made a massive run. And now we're getting the smart contract chains running. So we want to see which ones are the smart contracts chains to buy. And once that happens, what is the next thing? Oh, and I see we got Sheldon back. Sheldon, welcome back, man.
Sorry, I'm not sure what happened there. Everything just froze up on me. Okay, so very quick. I don't want to take too long on this, guys. We are working this with the game plan. Remember how automatically, by learning how to build these coins, we are going to drop that entry all the way down. So where we said the first entry,
your screen's not on the. Just reshare your screen so we can have a look at it.
Oh, there we go. Cool. See, everything resets. Can you see it?
It is. There we go.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. So remember, we are attacking this with a game plan, and by farming these coins, we are going to bring that price range of yours all the way back down. And then we're going to have another farming opportunity. And when that farming opportunity is going to come is when we get the reversal. So I'm still thinking we are going to trail down to this zone. We are going to stock up again on this zone and drop our entries all the way back down with the same amount. The difference is we're going to have 25% more coins this time. When we break out, we're going to have a push. We're going to sell this resistance. I'll explain it to you later. We're going to buy back this test, and we're going to make another 15% more coins. And then we're going to get the breakout. And then you're going to see how that 40% more coins that we made has dropped your entry all the way to the bottom. And where previously you could have only made 150% out of the trade if we get to 3 cents, now you're going to make 250% on the trade. So that's all that I said, guys. The guys that are with VTHO traded with me, and I'm going to show you a skill that you've never learned before, because the markets are going to turn on us anytime in our lifetime. They are going to turn. I'm going to teach you how to survive and how to come back from a dump and to come back from a loss and make it a win. And it's not going to take that. I said in 1 month. And we're going to see what we're going to do with this coin in 1 month. So it's about the skill, guys. It's about learning on how to handle the situation. And I'm glad we have 2 scenarios. How easy are the rest? We're making money. Now, what happens one goes wrong? What do you do? If I can show you guys that, that's the main thing out of all of this, is to teach you about when things go wrong. There's a lot of guys there that can teach you how things go right, but who helps you when things go wrong? And that's the main thing that I also want to focus on and help you guys with very much. VTHO is good.
Just zoom out here. Just zoom out. I want to show people why VTHO is dumping, because people are going, "Oh no, it's coming down. It's coming down." You need to look at it in perspective of where it came from. Look at that big spike. Look at that big spike that happened. That means a lot of people made money, and now they're going to take profits. And those guys taking profits is your entry point. This is why you guys are getting another chance, because these guys that made a lot of money are now starting to take profits, and this is letting you guys get an entry point.
Sheldon, and remember, sorry, quick one. When we broke out and we shot up, guys, they never got all the bars they wanted. Remember what I said? This is they need to come back and catch liquidity. So they need to come back to these zones, get the rest of the orders that they wanted in before this coin, because it went over exaggerated too quickly. So they're gonna get it back here, collect more of what they want, and then send it to the next level. So this is not, it's not unhealthy. Remember, it's plan B. Let's make more coins. So let's work this trade together, and we're looking good. But I think, let me put the two out there. We have called it before. I just wanted to call them again because they're at the sort of zones. The ones that I want to talk about is Tfuel and Theta. As we need to be getting ready for this, especially over the weekend if it happens at any point. There is possible that we're going to have a turn from Tfuel a little bit down just to come test these previous supports. So you can see I have marked it here for you guys. The 37 to the 39 cents is where I see it if it does come down, but you need to keep your eye on this confirmation bar. If we break this resistance and we have a closing candle on the 4 hour outside of this, it's a strong, it's the early indication that Tfuel is going to run again. And remember, Tfuel, where we did set, I see the next run from Tfuel taking us between 73 and 83 cents from Tfuel, which is basically 80 to 100% away from where we are now. And we know how aggressive this coin can really be. So Tfuel is the one for the weekend to watch, to be ready for, to fuel up, because this one is really going to move. And same with its partner, same with is Theta. Remember, this is the bar we called, guys, and we went through it perfectly in the bar zone. It is going to hover in this area a bit, so you're going to have the opportunity to still get Theta in this zone. But beautiful drop. We called it when we were higher up. It's come down beautifully. It's hit our bar zone great. It's going to have another small little zone. It's going to slow down in this area. And once we slow down, either later today or tomorrow, in that sense, I see a strong push from Theta upwards. And obviously the break of that resistance is going to be the key indication that it's time to be in this coin. It's going to go. So that's looking really good. And remember, $19 to $21 is my target for Theta. Awesome, man. So those are the two today.
Cool, guys. So if you want to follow Sheldon, it's Sheldon_sniper on Twitter. I'm Crypto Man Run on Twitter. I'll see you guys back here 10 a.m. EST for the main show today. We may even get Sheldon on to do some charts for us if anything happens during the day. I'll see you again later. And remember, if you are still here, smash that like, smash that subscribe, and get yourself a chance to enter the Banter Bags giveaway. Sheldon, see you later, my friend. Cheers, guys. Have a beautiful Easter and have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trading day. I'm Crypto Man Run. I'll see you again later.
Crypto Banter is a social podcast for entertainment purposes only. All opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, and callers should not be construed as financial advice. Views expressed by guests and hosts do not reflect the views of the station. Listeners are encouraged to do their own research.